Hello, my name is Brian DeCauley, and this is my problem and solution speech. Climate change is real, and it will destroy this planet. I shouldn't have to explain the importance of this. If changes are made, we will ruin our planet, and we will leave it in ruins for our future generations. While it doesn't look good for us, there is still time to make change for the better. In this speech, I will be explaining what climate change is, how it affects us. I also will be offering possible solutions, like the goal of everyone acknowledging climate change existence, how we can all manage the materials we use every day to help, and removing politics from climate change. It should be a human race issue, not a politics issue. Climate change is caused by global warming. Global warming is the rise in the average temperature of the Earth's surface. This is caused by the greenhouse effect, which is greenhouse gases rising to the Earth's atmosphere and damaging it. The greenhouse gas effect is a natural phenomenon, but humans are making it worse with all of our consumption, and we affected by things like fossil fuels, cars, deforestation, cutting down trees, and waste disposal, basically like big waste dumps. And according to solarimpulse.com, since the late 1800s, the average temperature of the Earth has been raised by 0.8 degrees Celsius. And based on our current emissions, the CO2, it will be increased by 1.5 degrees Celsius or to 5.3 degrees Celsius by 2100. And that would cause the Earth great harm. How many people in America believe in climate change? NBCnews.com posted the results of a massive poll made by the Yale Program on Climate Change Communications, and it says that 70% of Americans believe that climate change is real and is happening. While 70% seems high and only 30% don't believe, 30% is still a large number that don't believe it's happening or is a huge cause for concern, but it is, so that's something we need to change. And the solution would be to spread mass awareness about climate change and tell people that it's happening now, and if we don't make a change now, it's going to continue to get worse. That percentage needs to be at 100 for our whole country to work together to acknowledge the problem and start figuring stuff out. Climate change is a lot like voting. People think they individually can't make a difference, but they can. People can make small changes every day that would make a large difference, like recycling, responsible consumption of things like food, clothing, and cleaning products, and also things like lowering energy, using less electricity, and using less water. Like don't leave the faucet running. That doesn't help. But on a larger scale, things like continuing the innovation of renewable energy helps lower like the energy levels used, lowering or eliminating deforestation. And also the improvement of public transportation would be a huge step forward because it would eliminate a lot of emissions that are caused by people just driving their cars separately. Like if everybody's on the road, it's just gonna keep raising fossil fuels and keep the gases going up. But if public transportation, instead of 30 cars, they could just be 30 people on one car, like a bus or a train. And with all these other solutions needing physical action, this is a solution of policy, and this is to separate global warming and climate change from politics. And I just think this because politics is a huge thing in the world today, and some people who have their political party will literally just believe in everything that the political party stands for instead of like looking at common sense. And it is dangerous because according to NBC News and the Wall Street Journal poll, only 15% of Republicans believe that climate change is an issue and that it doesn't need does need action. So only 15%. There's 85% of Republicans think that it isn't. So, and Democrats, it's been 15% since 1999, no change in 2019. The Democrats are at 71% at 2019, and that's a 42% increase since 1999, and independents are at 47%, which is a 22% increase since 1999. But according to a New York Times article, I got information about the Green New Deal. But the Republicans aren't the only political party to blame. Many Democratic presidential candidates have showed their support of the Green New Deal, which intends to be a solution for climate change by lowering emissions, but it also includes things like free college tuition and income inequality and things like that, which aren't bad things. But why this is it leans towards a social government. And my problem with this is that it provides a solution to climate change, but it also pushes a democratic or socialist agenda with it. So it's like, just let's deal with climate change. They're trying to like bundle it all up into one, so you have to accept, if you want to get one, you have to accept them all. And I don't like that. That's basically cheating. And it doesn't really matter what political party you support or what type of government you want. Climate change is an issue that belongs by itself and should be a top priority. Climate change isn't a theory anymore, it's a reality. And if nothing is done, it will start affecting biodiversity on the planet, continue to keep killing coral reefs around the world, and raising the sea level due to the glaciers in Antarctica melting from the raised heat on Earth. And it will keep affecting the weather. You see all these natural disasters. Houston is like a big puddle now. There's wildfires all in California. Basically, everybody's burning down over there. And things like that. It's gonna destroy the planet. The planet's gonna either flood, burn down, like blow up, I don't know. So, now that you know what the problem is, the solutions of people acknowledging it can be done with mass awareness, the materials we use every day, managing them, like using less water and energy, and removing climate change from politics. All the political parties are just using it as either to gain, Republicans saying it doesn't exist to gain their following, Democrats saying it is, but then adding other stuff to get their following. It should just be removed completely. It's not a government issue, it is a human race issue. Thank you.